Bill? Are you all right?
Fine. Good. Good.
What's going on?
Colors. 1,000 colors are floating.
Oh, just float with it, man. You know, let it carry you down the stream. And go where it wants to go. You will find that you will become one with your surroundings. You will live in perfect harmony with the world around you. You can reach out your hand and become one. Soon, you will find your mind begins to expand. Your consciousness to reach out to embrace all eternity. That here, all things are clear to you. That here, all things are a smooth running stream. Transparent as the shimmering air. While far below, the sparkling diamond highlights of the universe twinkle in response to the sunbursts of your soul.
I don't feel good. I'm dizzy, man. I can't remember what time it is.
Relax, hey, relax. Okay, listen. Relax, O exalted one. These things you feel inside are but the forces of evil striving to break loose. They're no part of you. Let them go. Let the spirit of the eternal enter you and suffuse your awareness, driving out all evil, driving out all hang-ups in your soul. O exalted one, let the deep well springs of eternal fire flow out from the source of all knowledge and the source of all sensation. Let the transcendental forces of the mystical world unite in you, reaching back over the countless eons, the generations of man. You'll find that a new lightness has entered your heart, that you can rise above the petty tribulations of the day, that you can float unencumbered upward toward your destiny. You will find that you become one with your surroundings. You will live in perfect harmony with the world around you. You can reach out your hand and become one. Soon you will find your mind begins to expand, your consciousness to reach out to embrace all eternity. That here all things are clear to you. That here all things are as smooth as a running stream, transparent as the shimmering air. While far below, the sparkling diamond highlights of the universe twinkle in response to the sunbursts of your soul. Relax, O exalted one. These things you feel inside are but the forces of evil striving to break loose. They are no part of you. You will live in perfect harmony with the world around you. You can reach out your hand and become one. What are you doing out here?
I'm floating up to the stars, Joe.
Man, you can't float out here. We're 3 stories up.
No, I'm one with the universe. I'm God and Jesus, Joe. I'm going up there. I'm going up like the airplanes and the rockets. And I'm going up and I'm going to look down on the whole world.
Yeah, man. Hey, come on inside, huh? Hey, come on inside. Hey, Tony, come here. Come over here. Oh. Come here. Come on, come on inside. Oh. Come on. Oh. Get her. Come on, get over here. Easy. Okay, back off, back off.
Something to get him down.
Hey, Bill, we're going to take you to the hospital. Bill, you're okay. Bill, the doctor will give you some medicine. Now, you're okay now. Good, can you hear me? Well, then he was lying on the floor yelling and screaming. I'm in hell, and oh, we didn't know how to get him down.
Did you take any acid yourself?
No. Well, I'm sort of the guide, you know.
How do you feel?
I'm okay. I was seeing a lot of colors. It was sort of pleasant. Actually, it's less now than it was before. I'm all right.
How about you?
I don't think I'm in hell, but I know they're trying to get me. I think they'd kill me if they could. It's strange. I know they're my friends, but there's something funny going on.
Don't worry about it. I'll give you a little medicine and have you fixed up. Look out here. Straight out. There you go.
Hey, Doc, do you get a lot of people in here on acid who've had bad trips?
Yeah, I'm afraid I see a good many.
I was wondering, can you tell beforehand whether they're going to have a bad trip or not?
And there's no way I know of. Here, why don't you look straight out here? There you go. And some people have a bad trip the first time. Still others have one or more good trips, and then they blow their minds.
Huh. You know, I was told location has a lot to do with it. I mean, if you're in the right set with the right people, that, well, you're okay.
Sometimes yes, and sometimes no. Take a look at your friend here. He had a bad trip. Evidently, he had good surroundings, and you were guiding him.
Oh, yeah, but I sometimes wonder if maybe I did something wrong.
You mean you think it was your fault?
Well, yeah.
You can put that on now. Oh, I don't know. I've seen a good many people that had the proper surroundings and good friends to guide them come in here in a panic. Then I've seen them come in dead, too.
Dead? What do you mean?
Well, take, for instance, the guy who thought he was God and walked out into the freeway and commanded the cars to stop. They didn't. Or some guys will try to drive a car, fly out a window, that sort of thing.
Have you ever tried it? Have you ever been out?
No. No, I spent 9 years and every dime I could get studying day and night to get through medical school to put things inside my head. No. You guys can fool around with scrambling up your brains if you want to. I can't afford that kind of a risk. Look, why don't the three of you just hold tight here? I'd like you to hang around for several hours. Then I'll come back and check him out and see how that medicine's doing. How do you feel?
I'll be all right. I lost some time. I don't know where some time went. We'll be all right here.
Okay, I'll check with you again shortly.
Well, I think he was discharged last month.
Hey, Bob.
Oh, what you got?
There's a lady here I'd like you to see. Actually, you might want to talk to her husband, too. She's been talking out of her head, and he's not too steady. I suspect it's drugs.
How'd she get here?
Her husband brought her. Said she's been talking about white powder sprinkled around the apartment. Somebody trying to steal the baby. Some men breaking in and trying to poison her and cause him trouble. You're in treatment room 2.
Okay.
Well, hi, Bob. How did it go?
I'm going to admit her to our ward. She's having a psychotic reaction from crystal. Probably be okay in a few days.
Crystal, that's one of the amphetamines, isn't it?
Yeah. You see, the addicts use it a lot, and they get psychotic from it. But you'll see the same thing in an overdose of any of the diet or pep pills. They tell you their skin and their eyeballs are cracking. They have paranoid delusions, people out to get them.
She told me the sores were caused by the crystal. Is that right, or?
No, the sores are caused by dirt. See, they just sit around and shoot crystal and don't eat, don't wash.
Look, what about the one you have in the locked room? I looked in on her a while ago, and she was just sitting there chewing on her blanket, complaining of a bad taste. I asked her why she kept chewing on it then, and she said it was because her teeth itched. And then she started telling me this fantastic story about her sister trying to strangle her with a lampshade. That's why she was running around the hotel lobby. But you see, her sister is in Boston.
Yeah. We have to get her out of here as soon as we can, send her to a state hospital. She was in a couple of weeks ago. She's a barbiturate addict, and we can't do anything for her. I mean, she seemed okay when she was discharged, but she goes out and gets right back on the stuff. Let's take a look, see if she's okay.
Good idea.
Hi, Doctor.
Hi.
How you been? How come I got back here? I'm fine. I can go home now.
I thought you weren't going back on those pills, Mary.
Well, I just... There was only a few. I had saved for an emergency.
You've been drinking, too.
Only a bit, I think. My sister brought it.
I thought your sister was in Boston.
I don't know how she got here, but she was there. She had the fit, and then she tried to strangle me!
With a lampshade?
How did you know? Did Frank tell you?
Who's that, Mary?
Frank Sinatra. He told me over the radio. Come see him in Hollywood. And I've got to get to the airport before the flight goes.
Why don't you just lay down and relax for a while, hmm?
Okay, Doctor. But if Frankie comes for me, you'll tell him where I am.
I will, Mary. Well, that lady, believe it or not, got through 2 years of college and worked her way up to assistant buyer in a department store.
I don't think she could add 5 and 5 right now.
She's been on the alcohol and barbiturate route for the past 10 years. She not only has brain damage from the barbiturates, but I think she's had seizures, too, from being withdrawn suddenly.
You know, these people are often mistaken for drunks and thrown in the tank to cool off.
Then they start having fits. Nobody knows why.
Ah, Dr. Baker.
Situation.
Oh, hi, Sergeant. Dr. Thompson, Sergeant Black, Narcotics Squad.
How do you do?
Nice meeting you.
Here, Henry McIntyre brought his wife in.
Yeah, she's in the house.
Yeah, they've been sitting around for the past couple of weeks shooting crystal ever since he lost his job. Guess she flipped. By the way, I don't know if he told you, he bought over 5,000 gelatin capsules a little while back. This is the kind they use for LSD.
For LSD?
Oh, there's money in that stuff, man. And where there's money, those guys will be. They put a setup in somebody's house, get a supply of the raw materials. They have to smuggle that in. And away they go.
Look, Sergeant, some people will come in and they'll say, well, I've taken 250 or 500 micrograms of the stuff, but if it's black market, how do they know?
They don't. The only reason they think they know is because the guy who sold it to them told them that's what it was. And the only reason he knows is because the guy who made it estimated that's what he put on it. We run some tests at our lab and found out that a 250 mic tab has contained anything from 50 to 1,200 mics. They don't know. They don't care. It's for the buck, that's all. Now, let's see now. Dorothy will be on ice for a while.
Right.
So that means Henry will be going out, trying to get some new connections and a little bread.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
I'm a new face to him, so I'll be seeing you later.
Say, Bob, I have a couple of kids on acid sitting out in the waiting room now. I gave them a little Thorazine a while ago. One of them had a pretty bad trip.
Hey, Doc, can we go?
Well, it depends. How do you feel?
Things are settling down. Still a lot of fog all over the floor, but I'm okay.
How about you?
I'd like to get some sleep.
Well, look, before I let you go, there are a couple of things I think you should know about LSD before you consider doing any of this again. There's now some indication from medical research that the use of LSD causes changes in the chromosomes. Since these controlled hereditary characteristics, it is possible that undesirable changes could occur in the bodies and the minds of the kids of the people who use it. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Another important thing to remember about this drug is that you could have a flashback. That's a reoccurrence or a repeat, the entire experience, without taking any more LSD. This is particularly true after a bad trip. Now, that flashback could occur up to 18 months after the first experience. It's usually brought on by stress, fatigue, similar surroundings, any number of things. Okay, now, how are you going to get home?
Yeah, I got my car.
Okay, you just be sure that you do the driving.
204, radar contact, 18 miles.
213, radar contact, 18 miles.
Flight 217, radar contact, 6 miles.
201, take speed 225.
Feedback 6, come on. Feedback 6, again, state. State is 3.0. Roger. 15, confirm.
You okay? Yeah.
99 Panther.
You want me to take your flight? No, I'm all right, I'm okay. Flight 201, take turn 180.
That flies 3, applied, take speed 200. Right, that's them speed 200.
Flight 201, take speed 225.
That flies 3, take speed 200. Roger, 250.
Bill, who's the letter from?
My sister. Liberty, sweet liberty! Woohoo!
Hey, Bill. was the matter with you today? You looked like you were sick or something when we were bringing in that last squadron.
Yeah, I felt kind of sick. Look, I was nervous. I started seeing colors like on that acid trip.
You did?
Yeah, I could control it, though, but for a minute there, I couldn't concentrate on the scopes. First, the sweeps and then the targets all had colors around them, and then they started to fall. It was falling right into the scope. It was over right away. It was a flash, but it scared me. I thought I was going on another acid trip or something. Hey, yeah, remember the doctor talked about that? Yeah, he called it flashing or flashbacks. A guy takes a trip without taking the drug. It was scary, man. The way that room's set up, it makes you feel like you're on a trip anyway. You know, I think your problem is that you're hung up on yourself somehow. Yeah, you need some new insights into your basic personality or something. Hey, maybe another acid trip. Help you get to the bottom of it. Hey, look, if anybody tried to make me take another trip, I'd throw them over the side right now. All right, okay, if that's how you feel.
Hey, look, Joe didn't mean you any harm, Bill. Remember, you wanted to try the LSD. It isn't his fault you had a bum trip. All I saw was a bunch of beautiful colors.
All right, okay. But I'm not going to try it anymore. At least if I can help it anyway. Okay, then forget it, huh? Hey, listen, we got this whole weekend coming up. What are we going to do?
What's on your mind? You're coming with us, aren't you?
Oh, sure. Look, I was thinking, either of you guys ever smoke grass? No. Hey, look, we could get some grass. I know a couple of guys might be having a party. Really, we could turn on, be grooving. You ever smoke it before? Oh, yeah, wow, lots of times. Yeah, you get kind of, giggly. But you don't get uptight like with acid. Hey, this might help you get over some of these problems.
Hey, where are you going to get this stuff?
Old Joe's got connections. Look, I don't want to go through anything if it's like the last time. Oh, come on, man. Now's not the time to get chicken. Look, lots of people smoke grass. Yeah, it helps to heighten your awareness of yourself, of the world, everything. Yeah, grass, that's pot, isn't it? Oh, wow. Pot, grass, marijuana. Who cares? You can really get turned on.
No, we'd be stupid to try something like that, man. That's a federal offense.
Oh, groovy. So who's going to bust us, huh? Come on.
That'll teach you to play with the big boys.
You're too good for me, Charlie.
You know, Henry, there's a lot of bread to be made in acid and in pot. Take this deal that Al's trying to make. It's the fashion, it's the style. You ought to get with it.
Nah, I can't. I got too much heat on me, for one thing. And for another, Dorothy'd throw me out. She's afraid we'll lose the baby.
Okay, Henry. How are you going to support yourself? How are you going to support the baby?
Well, they said I could get on welfare, and they said something about, vocational rehabilitation, too.
That sounds great, Henry.
That sounds real manly. But what I think Charlie's trying to tell you, Henry, why don't you get smart for once in your life?
Hey, folks. Got a guy here I'd like for you to meet. His name's Joe. Good people.
Hello, Joe.
Joe?
Hi, Joe. How you doing?
I've known him a long time. He's been coming in ever since he was a kid. Treat him right, huh?
Sure. What can I do for you, Joe?
I'm looking for a transaction.
What'd you have in mind?
Well, I thought I'd pick up some grass.
How many kilos do you want?
What's that?
How much do you want?
Oh, well, I don't know. I thought maybe a dozen joints.
I don't think I can handle that type of transaction. Pete, maybe you can help the kid.
Well, I tell you, I have something special. I was saving it for myself, really. Acapulco Gold, ever hear of that, kid?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll let you have the dozen joints. You got bread?
Oh, yeah. Hey, wow. Hey, thanks.
Have a good time, kid.
Yeah, hey, thanks. Where'd you get the Acapulco gold, Pete?
Listen, grass is grass. That kid won't know the difference.
Hey, what about that deal I was talking about?
Al here wants 10 kilos. I told him it was more than I could handle. I thought maybe you could take him to someone who could help him.
Hey, that's quite a deal. You sure he's okay? I mean, you know him?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I think I can take it to the man. But he better be okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you, man. Hey, bring your bucket, right?
You know, this Acapulco gold's great stuff. You get a real extra high out of it. And it's very hard to come by. But fortunately, I have some connections, and I was able to get it for you.
Joe, shut up. You talk too much.
Hey, one of you guys was talking about smoking pot all the time.
What else is there to do?
Well, yeah, but all the time.
Yeah. All the time. Something wrong with that?
You know, must be wild, though, huh? We have some wild times, huh?
How do you mean?
Well, like with the chicks.
I got no time for chicks, man. All I got time for is pot. It's the only thing I do. That's my bag. Besides, you can't do nothing with chicks when you're smoking pot.